Hello, I'm having so much this morning. Good morning, good morning. This is Wake Up Nigeria. That the Chris was still having breakfast and the show happened. It happened. I don't have a choice. Those are some of the things we do behind the closed door. So you say our mouth shaking. Without this mouth shaking, there will be no show. Anyway, my name is Adi Chris and this is Wake Up Nigeria. Today is the 18th of July, 2024. The reason I know is we have a few days. We are counting days. The London week, 2024, meaning I have 10 days. We have 10 days. Where are you? Wherever you are, London week, 2024 is here. And we have it all lined up. There's going to be a display of Nigerian food. We're going to eat and eat and eat. And as we're eating, we are dancing Afrobeat. Guess what? We'll be giving an award at the same time. And fashion will be on display. Whoa, and there will be different presentations. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. And one thing I conquered this year was bringing some element of the true Nigerian culture. Not the music alone, not the modern one. Afro boys, I know you guys have done well. But there's another thing. And I want us to show, which is the Nigerian cultural dances. And I'm of the belief, and I'm going to really work closely. We have a MOU currently with the National Troupe of Nigeria, but I really want to exploit that because I want to see the National Troupe of Nigeria on a tour of theaters in the UK. That is respectfully, because they can hold the audience. And that's something we're going to do. And that is big money, boys. So for those of you who are now seeing, oh, we can bring in Burna Boy. Hey, if you can bring a cultural troupe to the United Kingdom, you will smile. So those are some of the things we will start. In fact, we will try to raise awareness on using this very Nigerian week 2024. Well, as you know, this is Wake Up Nigeria. So the first thing is let's deal with the business of today. As usual, my girl is here. And you can see by my right-hand side, see left or right-hand side, you know this camera, they deceive person. You know, say, if camera, you do this one, right, go become left. You'll say, it's on my right-hand side. Good. As you can see on my right-hand side, there's a topic for today, which is sacrifice. I want us to, Nigerians, we think we can have a religion without sacrifice. There will be no religion without sacrifice, unfortunately. And I'm going to relate that to our lives, to our businesses, and to the nation. That's what I do. When I bring in a topic, I talk about it, how it affects me and you, how it can make our life better, how it affects our businesses, which is number two important thing. I mean, our affairs, our business, our relationship, and all that. Sometimes I talk about our businesses, which are finances, and our social life. How do we even relate with that when it comes to our relationship with one another? Maybe even with your wife and your children. And finally, your relationship with where God Almighty is there, but our relationship with the nation. I always say two things, and that's the bedrock of my understanding. And that's why I do this show. I am 57 years old, so I don't need to be here wasting my time. But I do this show because of one thing. I believe that next to God is the government. And if my life is going to be successful, one, I need God to do it. Number two, I need the government to do the second part. And I'm going to bring that on the bear, and I'm going to bring Mary quickly in. But before I bring Mary in, let me tell you one thing. There are things God has done. He has done it for us. And God has instructed us to do the other one. And he taught us sense of leadership. If you look at the Bible, you look at the Quran, one common thing is when people are in trouble, they send them a leader. Maybe you call him a king, you call him whatever name. Now we have them in modern governance. These people are ordained by God to direct our affairs so that we can come together as one. Even when God has divided us, he knows that we'll be scattered, we'll be killing one another. If with the language and everything, we'll continue to kill one another. Trust me, if there is no government, for example, there's no United Nations, some nations will be taking on some nations. Hey, you are too small, come, I'll take up. Nigeria, I take Nigeria to take Cotonou. But you cannot do that because there is government. And the government plays an important part in peacekeeping and all of them in our life, in our economy. So that is something I want us to do. When I do my show, so I look at it how it affects me personally, socially, economically, spiritually, and physically. Then I'll transfer that to my businesses, to my social life, and then to the government, and of course, to God. And that's what we're going to do today as we explore this topic, sacrifice. Once again, my name is Adi Chris, and my girl has been waiting. I like her hairstyle this morning. She's always ginging. Look at her beautiful smile. Mary, how are you?
I'm
Let
fine.
us do this. First, you know what I try to do, Mary? When I bring you on the show, I try to show you to the audience first. Look at her. Hey, she beautiful. This is the kind of people I look at every time. Mary, how are you doing, daughter?
I'm fine, Daddy Chris. How are you doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm good. Old man is coping, and it's all looking good. So, how is Abuja? How is Abuja?
Abuja is cool. Abuja is fine. But there was one incident that occurred 2 a.m. This morning at the
Yeah.
Erifai's estate in Buari area here in Abuja, where the kidnappers wanted to invade the estate. But thank God the police stopped them. Like there was shooting that took place for like 30 minutes, although some of the police were injured and some people in the estate as well were injured. They were left with uh, injuries as regards the shooting from the bandits and the police. By the end of the day, thank God they didn't succeed with their plans. So I think it's a positive news though, because they didn't succeed to kidnap anybody at the end of the day.
Oh, thank God, thank God. Anyway, Mary, this is a very sad incident, that we still wake up and this is still an incident. But I'm happy because once they know they can be repelled, that police will attack them. That there'll be a resistance. Not when somebody carry gun to you and you follow him. That is when he will come back. But if they know that if I come there, the man feel resist, or even if I kill him, the man ready to die with me, they won't come.
But the thing is, they target most of the estates because they want big money at the end of the day. They want to tell you to pay a particular ransom. That is why when they come to Abuja, their target is just one estate to the other. That's what they tend to do. So you can imagine it's kind of time they came to operate 2 a.m. in the night. If not for security. It's so sad though.
No, but I mean, it's a good thing that our security raise up. They raise up to the challenge this time, and it's something that we should be proud of.
It's possible that maybe securities in the estate, because every estate has their own security, so it depends on how fast they can actually communicate. So I feel like maybe the securities in the estate actually put out a call to the police. Maybe that was why they were able to rescue them.
Wow. Well, at the end of the day, we want to say kudos, thank you to the Nigerian police or the security forces that are able to take on this challenge for us. I'll call it sacrifice again. That's one of those things we say, sacrifice. That's going to lead us to the topic of today, Mary. Mary, when you hear the word sacrifice, what does it mean to you personally? I know a lot of people have different meaning to different things, and that's why I want us to explore it today before we go deep. What is sacrifice?
The word sacrifice is deep beyond thinking. Sacrifice is applicable to different things in our lives, right? Most time people hear the word sacrifice, you actually part of it. Let's say give out maybe your possession to the work of God and all of that. But in general, I feel like sacrifice is when you surrender to something for a better cause. Yes, you sacrifice this particular thing. You're surrendering
for a better cause.
Thing for a better cause.
So you give up something in expectation for something better or bigger. I like that.
Yeah.
So, Mary, I like it. It's not like gambling though, because when you gamble, for instance, I like that. I like to see how intelligent you follow this topic. Because Mary, when we in life, we have to at some point in time definitely have to give up something in order to get another thing, and that is sacrifice. Yes, I like that, because in anything we do, we have to give up something, and if you don't give, what do you get? Practically nothing.
If you don't give, you can't get something in return.
Exactly. Maybe if you go to work, it's not a nice thing to do for wake up in the morning and say, I want to go and work. You understand? Who wants to do that? But you have to do it because you need to give that time, you need to spend that energy onto something so that you get something back. That is sacrifice. That is the cheapest way to define sacrifice. And maybe I want to first look at the Bible. You understand? And so that we can understand, those of us watching, I know Muslims are everywhere. So I want you guys to understand that the Old Testament is where I normally draw my analysis from. I don't go to the New. So that it's a thing that encompasses, I believe the Old Testament carries all religion. All. Because that is creation. That is the truth about creation. I want to believe that anyway.
That's true.
So when we look at the Bible, God said to Abraham, this is what I love. You know, sometimes you ask, why did God ask Abraham to go and sacrifice his son? Nobody asked that question. He said, Abraham, I want you to take that your son, the only son you have, and sacrifice it. Meaning sacrifice is something that must be so important to you that you don't want to give out. You understand?
That's
Something
true.
so special that he said, no, if you can say, go and give me water. They know water doesn't mean anything to you. That's not a sacrifice. You have to give something that is dear to you as a sacrifice. That's what God asked Abraham to do. Now, many people I am of the belief that Abraham was mourning. We believe that Abraham, if the Bible says Abraham was about to do it, and God said, stop. No, Abraham was not happy. Nobody will be asked to sacrifice his son, his only son, and that person will be happy. Come on, man. God created us in his image. I am like Abraham. If you tell me to sacrifice my first son to you, are you joking? And I'm going to come one day to talk about the importance of first son. Why first son? I know the Igbo people don't play with first son. The Benin people don't play with first son. They inherit everything, Mary. First son. But the first son that you see here is the son God asked Abraham to sacrifice. You understand? It is the hair. There's a Bible, there's a portion in 2 Kings, and that thing surprised me. If you look at it carefully, the Bible said that Israel were defeating this set of people. They were finished. You know what the king did? The king of that land. I'm not talking of our God, though. He sacrificed his son, who was the heir to the throne. If he died, that guy would become the king. The man brought the king and sacrifices to the wall. Brought the son, sacrifices to the wall. Israel was defeated. I want to just talk the power of sacrifice. Take a look at that. That is on Second Kings. That very king said, hey, they don't defeat me, finish. Hey, this is my son. I sacrifice you to the wall. And immediately, everything begins to happen differently. Now, and that is the power of blood sacrifice. I don't think I want to dwell much on that today. But before I leave that topic, I just want to relate it to what we see every day. When I was growing up, Mary, I grew up with my grandfather. My grandfather taught me a lot of things, man. In those days, when you do bad things, even if women, those days, it's been the tradition that women will make mistakes, they will go and sleep outside. When they get caught, for them to be cleansed, they have to bring goat, because my grandfather was the bishop. He was serving the ancestors. That's the tradition of the Yoruba nation. So they will bring the goat and they will sacrifice the goat to the gods, to the forefathers, not even gods, to our forefathers. And that is the way we clean them. We cleanse them up. Anything that goes wrong, you have to
works.
It works.
So yes. That's my confusion. Like then they were doing those things. How comes it works? Like when they do the sacrifice, they actually say this is what they want, you understand, to be done for them, and it looks like it happens. You get so
Maybe,
of this whole thing is what I can.
Let me tell you one thing. So it still works today. But you know what we do now? We don't do everything anymore. In those days, if you want to marry, you know why it was working? If you want to marry in Yoruba land, you will bring a goat and sacrifice it to your wife. You understand? As your wife is sitting down, they will kill the goat. You understand? In honor of her for this marriage. If you do that with your wife as you're getting married to her and she sleeps outside, I swear, she will see the result immediately. The gods will not wait. But today, nobody does that in marriage. Women don't even want to see that. They want to be free. You understand? So that is one of the things we see in sacrifices. Now, and if you understand that is my own tradition, and if my tradition is wrong, then let's look at what Jesus Christ did. Jesus Christ was sacrificed on the cross of Calvary. And that is the beginning of redemption. That is how we got saved. For those of us who are Christians. Blood sacrifice. Because Abraham refused to do the needful. He used goat. You see what did he? He said, God said to him, go and use that ram and use it. That was the first covenant to Mary. That was a covenant between God and who? Maybe I'm going to use it. And Abraham. But Mary, if you understand the language I'm using, there was a covenant. The covenant was, me and you will be faithful to one another. Abraham was to sacrifice for that first covenant between Abraham and God. There was a need to do a sacrifice. Abraham sacrificed a ram. That was binding. In my forefathers' case, you see, powerful thing. In my forefathers, the one my grandfather was doing is that if you sacrifice the goat on marriage to your wife, you have made a covenant. So the marriage is being sealed with the blood covenant that we will be faithful to one another. If you betray it, you will see the result. Unfortunately, then it was only against the woman. The man can go out and cheat. Anyway,
even till now, all these things they are not in any way affecting the male folks. It's just
very God created you people specially.
What I was asking that why is it this so cheating stuff is just affecting only the women, even in my culture. So
yes,
and the person was telling me that a man can marry more than one wife, but a woman cannot marry more than one husband. So that what am I expecting? That is why a man can cheat and nothing will happen to him, but a woman cannot cheat and go scot-free. Yes. I felt like this is not favorable to
Mary, but if you understand but Mary, you know that the Bible never asks you women to love us. And people don't understand the meaning of love. Bible never say, woman, you must love your husband. He said, you, the man, you must love your wife. You know the meaning of love? Jesus Christ showed us what is love. How did he do it?
By giving up his life for us.
Thank you. He died for us. That's why a man, if you come to my house, before you hurt my family, you will kill me first. That's the meaning of love. Trust me, Mary, if God they come now, women they wrong with their children inside. Now man go ready. Say, Mona, come, this is my home. You understand? A man is expected to defend the home. During war, Mary, men will go to war first before the women. We die. We are meant to love you. That is by nature. Men are created to love you. In return, we deserve some things now. That's why they say 21 virgins, they wait for those of us who commit suicide. Anyway, so as of today, Mary, God has made a covenant, a new covenant. That's why when you are a Catholic, they say this is the blood of the new and everlasting covenant, which will be shed for you and all men, so that sins will be forgiven. You see, I'm a Catholic to the core. You see where that is coming from? This is the blood of the new and everlasting covenant. That sacrifice Jesus Christ made became a new and everlasting covenant between me and God. That's why I was saying yesterday, if I said something to you, which is not on the show. I said, if Jesus had paid for my price, you're telling me that I need to fast again. I don't fast for anything. I just need to ask and I will get it. There's no portion in the Bible Jesus Christ said I should go and fast and pray. No. Prayer anyway, I believe in prayer because prayer is a communication with God. When you talk to God, you say you are praying. No, you are talking to God. Call God and say, Baba, look at what I have to do today. I know sir, I don't do bad though. You know sir, I always misbehave. That's not prayer. You then communicate with God. If you call that prayer, so be it. I communicate with God. I tell God what I want. That the things that how my life is going. You come because you have a covenant with Him. Because Jesus Christ has created a new and everlasting covenant for those of us that believe. That's not what the topic is really all about today, Mary. I want to now look at the word sacrifice. You see, the sacrifice and the covenant goes together. Nigeria and us, you, Mary, you have a covenant with Nigeria. You think it doesn't exist. The way you don't see God, that's how Nigeria exists. It's a covenant. And we need to establish, if you understand that it's a covenant, there must be sacrifice. For Nigeria to do certain things for you, you need to sacrifice for Nigeria. It be like saying, Mary, you go marry a husband. If every day when the woman do, you say you're not going to marry today. First you go they marriage, ask anybody when they marriage. Whether the day when they verse, now that they married, you never see any husband and wife whenever fight, they not be husband and wife. Whenever quarrel, there must be problem at some point in time. You know what to do? We tolerate one another.
That's true.
So that is in our relationship. Even in your businesses, Mary, you don't start a business today, it's going to grow. You need to sacrifice and sacrifice. You see, I spend money sometimes to oh God. But you know, this morning I woke up, I said, God, I know one day all the sacrifice I have made will come. Because the fruit, there is no hard work God does not bless.
At all.
And that is the covenant with God. There is no, I tell you today, my people, if you do any hard work, God must bless it. That is it. It's a covenant. So there are principles, Mary. So let us bring that to the country we have today. For us, we have the covenant with Nigeria. That's why Nigeria give you his passport or her passport. I don't know that entity. I'm using Nigeria. I'm not talking of Nigerian government. Nigeria give Tinubu passport. So he give me passport. The same way he gave Tinubu, he gave me. So there is an entity. There's a body. There's one man called Nigeria. Treat him like that. He has a covenant with us. And we they rape that man anytime, man. We they betray him every day. Every day now we they betray Nigeria. You know, I wrote a script. I call it the Diary of a Nigerian Virgin. And I use a girl that is growing up to interpret our relationship with Nigeria. Parents are fighting. Who is suffering? Nigeria. This whole fight we fight. Somebody is suffering. No. That person is Nigeria. When the Igbo man and the Yoruba man they fight, somebody they suffer. Nigeria. When Hausa man and this one they fight, somebody is suffering. Nigeria. So Nigeria does not deserve this suffering because Nigeria has given everything to us. And there is need today to sacrifice for Nigeria. And I can always say this, that's why I said the other day that if we could go to church, one of the symbol of sacrifice in church is paying your tithe. You pay tithe not because you want to. You don't. Sometimes you don't get the money, but you will pay. Abi? Yeah.
Paying your tithes and giving offering.
Amen.
But that should not be the most important thing of being in church.
But that's one of those things, really. Yeah. It's not one of those things you need to do.
It is, and that is why this guy, very dark man, is actually coming out to fight everybody, fighting with the man of God. There is this prophet, I think Prophet Jeremiah, that came up and said he has a miracle soup, right? And that the miracle soup is NAFDAC approved. And very dark man came for him and told him that he's going to NAFDAC office, you understand? He's going to tell them to explain how comes they approve a soap made by a pastor for his church member as a miracle soup. You can see the whole social media saga.
What is stupidity anyway? If NAFDAC ever does that, NAFDAC is crazy.
The amount that will sell this soap because it's a miracle soap made by a man of God. Like it's time people realize themselves. But
it's scam. It's a scam, Mary. You see, this is the thing. The thing God could not even do sometimes with a drum. A nation, Nigeria need to protect us. And I'm going to say this. It's not about Apostle Suleiman or whoever, but it's about the job Nigeria have to do. You know what Nigeria does? Nigeria love us. Nigeria sacrifice for us. Nigeria give us everything. He give you your passport. He give you the place to stay. He give you protection. Would they say Nigeria not good? Today, this morning, Mary, you are talking now. People were about to attack somebody. Nigeria men came out and defend. That is one of the jobs they do. Oh, Nigerian embassy is in the United Kingdom. They defend me. Do you understand? So Nigeria is a sacrifice that needs sacrifice to be given because it has done a lot for us. The question is, how are we doing that? How are we giving that in return? That's something we'll be looking at in depth today on this show. And I hope for those of you that just joined us, you will understand a little bit what we're trying to say with sacrifice. That today, as in the history of Nigeria, we need to sacrifice to make Nigeria better. The way you are able to pay tithe as sacrifice in church, pay tithe, make sacrifice, pay tithe, or call it as sacrifice to Nigeria. Because Nigeria is doing more. It's doing almost the same thing God is doing for you. God does better spiritually and otherwise, but Nigeria is also doing its own part. Nigeria is the one that's why you carry Nigerian passport. If you say you don't, Nigeria doesn't do for you. Why are you traveling with our passport? Why don't you travel that you don't have a country?
That's true.
So at the end of the day, if armed robber comes today, like they were about to attack people today, who you going to call? I like one slogan I saw in Nigerian police. They say, next time you don't like the police, call it talk if you're in trouble. Are you going to call it talk? Are you not going to call the police?
You have to call the
When
police
Trump,
now.
when Gbege come, no police go call.
That's because they don't regard the Nigerian police. That's
Yes,
just
I
true.
know, but we don't because they said don't do their they don't do bad. I know I use the bad
Yes,
word
now.
for them.
Yes, now. That's the
They
issue.
misbehave. Otherwise, they are there to make sacrifice for us. They are ready to die first. That's the beauty of it. The Nigerian police are dying every day. Some are shot, some are this, you understand? And let me tell you one thing. Nigerian military, if there's war today, now they go die. Now they go first go war. Not that I believe in war, because stupidity. Last time I said, why will I go and shoot another person I don't have problem with? It's the game of Nigeria with the craze.
That because you don't believe in war, it doesn't mean that war has not happened. War has happened. People have lost.
It will continue to happen, Mary, because that is what I said, that governance is important. The world is, I give credit to the United Nations. Whether we like it or not, if the world didn't come together, if the nations didn't come together, they will be killing one another more. At least with the power of United Nations, they say, hey, you can't do this. We can't get UN approval to do this. So at least it's putting everybody on his toes and telling you there are things you can and things you cannot do. So that is some of the things we need to do today. I need to ask you, my guy, are you making your own sacrifice? You already have a covenant with Nigeria. I only use the international passport as an example. If there's trouble today in your place, you call Nigerian police. If there is something now, to every day, government don't give us food. Look at Labour saying, oh, government is not paying us enough, because they believe that government owe them. The way you believe God owe you to give you this. Oh, God, give me this. God, give me this. What are you doing for God? The question is, what are you doing for Nigeria? That is why when we make sacrifices for Nigeria, it's not, my people say, oh, that is two mates. They cook, they share for one another. There's no normal thing. And the same food in the shop. Anyway, that is why I think we should look at that. I'm going to bring the impact of sacrifice as we go into the show. But today, Mary, I said one of those days that we're going to take a look at the newspapers. So let us see what the Nigerian papers are actually saying. Because sometimes that decrees talk too much, and I end up deviating from what we're supposed to be doing. So let us take a look at the papers.
Okay, well, I will start with the Punch. The Punch.
All right.
The big story on the Punch says international oil companies still causing crude supply crisis. Dangote refinery cries out. IOS referring us to international trading arms for crude purchase, says Dangote refinery. Firms still pushing for dollar payments, says Koran flays a middlemen for hijacking supply. And that story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. And you also have a story that says 6 trillion as 2024 budget hits 34.9 trillion naira. And that's on page 31. Federal government gets over $751 million World Bank loan. And that story is on page 12.
You're not trillion of a million. 751 million, okay, dollars.
Yeah.
Wow. That federal government, when I don't collect again.
And
PDP don't collect again.
Governors, tax federal government.
Baba Tinubu don't collect. I don't let the country know say Baba Tinubu don't collect again. Oh, Baba don't collect again. Baba don't collect again. Oh, Baba don't collect. Oh, Baba don't collect. Oh, Papa don't collect. Baba collect. Oh, you see, it's our life now. Instead of Baba to sacrifice, Baba they collect. Mary, we're going to use the issue of sacrifice to look at what Baba collected today.
And Baba said we all have a role to play to make Nigeria a better place as citizens, right? For me, I don't know. I don't understand the role that they are playing on their own to better the country as well. But
yes, to be fair, some of these people, they now only the camera they make them do. They themselves, some of them wish well. Some of them simply don't even know what to do. Mary, you can't, like we said the other day, you can't give what you don't have. You understand? We need one madman. When he believes in one stupidity, tell us, because if you look at the country that have changed, it was the revolution of a man that said, we cannot do this. This is how we're going to do this. And they force you to behave well. When Idiagbo came, Idiagbo stand up. If you don't stand on the queue, you go to jail. They go beat you. Everybody will on queue, Mary. That was why Buhari won election. Because we remember that time. Say if you not behave, you gonna know the truth. Anyway, let's go. Let's go. How could they go small? We'll see the end of it today. Because Baba don't collect. Come back to that. Yeah, Mary, let's quickly go through let's finish the papers.
PDP governors asked federal government to fast track minimum wage talks on page 16. Senate sacks Ndume as chief whip over anti-Tinubu comments. As the reason on page 12. Not top applicants.
What a hypocrisy. That is what PDP governors wanted day different from the rest of the governors. They say when the governor make federal government fast track up. Federal government now stop you making not pay your people bigger money. The federal government say you cannot. Edo State governor started paying 70,000 naira before now. I'm sure if they tell them I'm making increase to 150, maybe you go try. I know say Baba go tell. Basically, you say no get. You won't be investment banker. I know people 150. Your head there. That your Akman head. Anyway, but let's leave that one. But the truth is, what we see here, Mary, is when did the federal government stop PDP governors from paying minimum wage? Did they tell you how much you must pay? Mary, is the government telling me how much I must pay my staff at the I bet Mona, let me talk.
No.
Let's go, my daughter. Let's finish these papers.
Okay. We also have a story here that says North stops applicants list as federal government disburses student loan on page 16. 401 Ocean local government caretaker escorts resign over Supreme Court judgment on page 16. UI students protest 10-hour electricity rationing, tuition hike as well, and that's on page 5. Over 600,000 Nigerians sought asylum abroad under Buhari, and it's coming from reports, and that story is on page 12. And these are all the stories we have this morning on the Punch newspaper.
There's one is filtering it. I'm sure we're going to see it in another paper. We'll come to that. That Edo State, when I get power. Now, if I say court don't, we'll come to that because it's like court don't say Edo State governor Obaseki, you dethrone your deputy. You don't have the power to do so. The man has been reinstalled. I can't see what will happen in Edo now. I'm waiting. I was thinking we're going to have our guy from Edo State was going to join the show. But Mary, let's look at it again. Let's go slowly. You see, Tinubu they seek extra 6 trillion naira. As 2024 budget is 34.9 trillion.
Okay.
The question is, how much of this money we are spending is going to be reproducing itself? You see, and now look at this. Maybe to credit all, the federal government now take a loan again because, of course, if they're not, as they increase the trillion, where the money will come from, we go borrow them. You see, this is what brought us to where we are. It's okay to borrow. In fact, I'm looking for money to take a loan as we speak at the moment. I need the loan to start making movies so that I can make and sell quick. You understand? So loan is good. But what are you going to use the loan to do, Mr. President? Are you going to use the loan to pay salaries? That is the thing I don't understand. Mary, if Nigeria borrow money to grow our Greek sector, is it not a good thing? The only thing Nigeria borrow money to do is maybe the one like that Amechi. Amechi, thank God you don't come out. Hungry go beat you for your village soon. Don't worry. Amechi borrow money to do train. The train is not making money. They do the train, they call it like sacrifice. Like government, they Sarah. If you win lottery, who go spend all that money to do train? You know they make money. Who does that? Now the rain trade sector is going to fall soon. It's going to fail soon because it's not going to be sustained. They're not making money. Or the money they're making is not even enough to maintain the tracks. Mary, there is need for us to pay more for the train to move from one place. Listen, you've traveled anywhere before. You travel from one place to Nigeria. In Nigeria, last time they say 6,000 naira. How can you pay 6,000 naira for a train that just started? Maybe after some time, the price can fall. But they just spend a lot of money to create a train, and you pay 6,000 naira. And you think it's going to sustain itself? Where is the government going to get the money? We need to pay. There's nothing wrong if train costs us 15,000. to travel. If ordinary journey they cost you 120 something thousand, train go take 15,000. So the train will be better, and it will
So ordinary journey cost like 30,000.
Eh?
That's true. I said some ordinary journey costs like 30-something thousand, depending on.
Thank you. So what is wrong if the train is 15,000? So that the train can be sustained. We're talking of sustainability. You can tell government to do it, they may be afraid. Look at the stupidity of this government. They went and construct money. I was looking at the Lagos Calabar Expressway, and I said it's a good project. Then I asked, are they going to be toll gate? If there's no toll gate, where is this money coming from? Who win lottery self not go do that rubbish? Nigerian government, they behave like say they win bazaar. Lottery. When I winner for World Bank, now they don't borrow now.
You know the way the government behaves, it looks like it's when they are already in the seat. That is when they start planning for what.
We have a problem,
It's affecting people.
And it's until we agree.
Yes, I think they are not ready. I think there are no long-term plans for whatever position, you understand, that they are actually occupying right now.
You use the right word, my daughter. Long-term plans. No long-term plans. And that is a generation that is the most greedy. When a father does not plan something and remember saying his children go eat, that man an idiot. The Bible call you an infidel. A man that eats everything he has is an infidel. My father was dying. He refused to sell his properties. He said, no, these are properties for my children. I said, Baba, who need your things? He said, they're for my children. That is a father. They eat, clean, finish. That is it. Tinubu they borrow now. Like we asked Okowa one time. Okowa, they borrow. Akbaro will come make one small video, say, Okowa, all this money they borrow, who won't pay? Okowa never run come out. Now who is paying? No. Now Sheriff go say, we inherited debt. You are stupid. When we were talking, say Okowa they chop money, Okowa they mismanage money. Now no understand. Now Sheriff they tell us say they owe. Now Tinubu go tell us say they owe. Because when Buhari they borrow, we keep quiet. So Tinubu say they owe. Tinubu don't they borrow. Mary, it's okay to borrow. But borrow to do what? And now, I said, even doing infrastructure is a good thing. But must it be free? Mary, it costs us nothing to pay 50 naira to drive past a road. Government will make money. The road will be maintained. Is it not better if they maintain the road? Now tomorrow will come back, port today the road. You're not even helping me. If you say I should not pay, you're not helping me. I want to pay. Nigeria is ready to make the world sacrifice so that we can have a tomorrow. Right now, there's no sacrifice in the country. And we cannot, there's a saying we say, we cannot borrow our way out of poverty. Nobody borrows out of poverty. You can borrow to invest. Tinubu have started borrowing. Baba, keep borrowing. We'll clap for you. You got to be the leader. Now, you see, the way you are shouting now, I inherited debt. The system was already messed up before Tinubu came. That's the rubbish I hear from all of you. Now, Tinubu is adding to the mess. He's borrowing more. If Tinubu borrow money today and invest the money in agriculture, we will not clap. Even this road, this Lagos Calabar road, if I'm sure that they will pay for the road toll gate so that the road will be maintained and some of the money we borrowed will be given back. What kind of family does that? And Nigerians, how do you think you're going to be happy, you're going to be successful if you keep borrowing? And, of course, oil money, they come. You are all stupid people, man, if that's what you think. How can you be borrowing on oil money? Oh, we're going to pay back because we have oil. Meaning there's no prudence in our management system. It's a shame. That's why one government will come and say, I inherited debt. Oboriwori now they say he want to do more agenda. I'm talking that Delta State. Oboriwori said he's campaigning on the success of Okowa's government. Today it's telling us they are owing. Shebi is Okowa a successful governor. He has borrowed enough money for you. Now why are you telling us you are owing? You are not owing, no. You will run the state. You are not owing. You are not allowed to owe. Just for information, you cannot owe. Because that your own, now you owe. We not the owe. Now you owe. Now you and the owe. Anyway, that is the thing we see today. In a beautiful country, in a beautiful land, in a rich land called Nigeria, your president has borrowed again. I know many of you now, when you be supporter of all these governors, all these presidents, you hate what I'm saying. But I am of that age. I will say the truth as I say it. Whether you like it or not, you not like it, that are your concern now. Tell me, waiting to won't borrow that money to do. If not to marry new wives, like I use the word new wives. That is why you see members of the House of Assemblies in different Zamfara don't do home, Niger don't do home, that they paid for marriages. That's not the good thing what you're supposed to do for people to help them marry. You know, if you give them the money, they can invest to. Tomorrow, we won't feed them. They end up breeding Boko Harams, kidnappers. Today, now the news made it, they tell us, say kidnappers on the street of Abuja, in an estate in Abuja. Is that a lifestyle? And you can keep blaming the kidnappers until this is addressed, until there's prudent. The fact there is good thinking, long-term plan in our borrowing system. We will always continue, will remain like this because now the debt of Nigeria will increase by next year. So by the time the next president come into power, Nigerian debt don't worse pass as Tinubu get up. Only Obasanjo was the only person. That was when this woman was the IM Bank lady now. That was when she was there. They tried and they cleared Nigerians' debt. I said, let's start. Like a civilized nation. Where are we now? Good luck, come in, squander everything. Now then we see one woman come London here now, steal all the money come here. She say you be my sister. You're not my sister, you're a thief. And how can you live like that? Your people are not suffering. And what are you doing? You sacrifice them. You sacrifice them for yourself. Because there are two ways you sacrifice. Either you sacrifice to save your head or you sacrifice for the people. Which one are you? We're evil. And that is what you see. Listen, Tinubu, keep borrowing. Your children. If they say they get money now. And because it's the same land. But all the children now can't misbehave. If they work out anyhow, they go clamp them. Maybe it's still there fresh now. People still remember Buhari. After some time, if Obasanjo daughter misbehave for road, they feel kidnap her. She doesn't have the security you have. Or he or she. So this security is for everybody. In fact, now it even works. Are you thinking outside the box? You think you can steal money for your children? No, your children doesn't need that money. They need a great nation. The only investment you can do for your children, if you are good, if you really plan well for your children, is to create Nigeria to be great so that they can grow up in a great society where they don't have to look, where they don't have to lack. A society that will care for everyone. You want to save money for yourself, you are foolish. And I'm going to come to that. That's tomorrow's topic. Saving money for myself or saving money for Nigeria. What is the best investment you can do for your children? Is when your country is great. When you build a nation that is powerful for you. Listen, my children is growing up in England. The ones growing up here, I am relaxed because I know they are settled. Why? Because the society here is settled. In Nigeria, I'm panicking. Can I save money for my children here in the UK? No. Anytime UK government asks me for anything, I pay because I know the future of my children is secured. They are going to be living they are safe, they are fine. Look at their voices compared to the ones you hear in Nigeria. I get it for the two places, and I can tell you for a fact the best way that the only investment you can give for your child is Nigeria. Today, the best investment I can give for my child in UK is the UK government successful. The success of the UK government affects my children. The failure of Nigeria affects my children. And when I talk, you look at me and see as if I did. Because you think you are free. The people they were kidnapping today, they were about to kidnap in Abuja. Not me. Thank God it's not me home. Not my own self. So it's going to affect you and me. Today na my house. Tomorrow go reach your house. There's nobody when death not go reach your house. Now small they move. You are not God. Anyway, another good, beautiful headlines because it's like my girl is not here. But I'm going to follow this headline. Another beautiful airline I like on this state today is PDP governors. Well, I didn't have the total of that story, but it's quite interesting. When the governors are saying that the federal government will fast track the payment of the minimum wage or the implementation of the minimum wage. I wish I feel know the governors. Obaseki started paying 70,000 naira before this time. When did the federal government stop you from paying minimum wage? In fact, 500,000 that the federal government asked you to pay. Labor, don't beat labor, don't press them. They don't get mad again. They don't bring out to 150,000 self. Now not repay. I watch this movie here. I mean, if anybody have not watched this movie, go and watch it. It's called Reckless People. Go and watch it, Reckless People. Danny DeVito. Somebody kidnapped Danny DeVito's wife. Come they demand ransom from her. Danny DeVito say, and Danny DeVito, he doesn't love this woman. He wanted to kill the woman so he can inherit the whole wealth. Sam Stone. So Sam Stone can inherit the whole wealth. He answered that name, Sam Stone, in the movie. So somebody kidnapped this woman and said, if you inform the police, we will kill her. If you do anything, you must pay so amount of money, $2 million. By tomorrow morning, if you don't pay that money into so account, your wife will be killed. Now they have to say, hey. Nigerian, listen, no. He said, so if I don't pay this money, and I inform the police, you'll kill my wife. He said, okay. It's okay. I will pay. The moment they drop, we call the police. He stopped them. His intention is to kill the wife. That's what you see now. Labor first ask. Labor brag. If you don't pay some money, we'll go on strike. Nigerian government, they laugh. Go on strike. Let people die. You know, be that too. Nigerian government. Labor, now beat labor. The last time they called Danny David to say, where's the money? We said we'll kill your wife. Then David say, yesterday you tell me, say, if I don't pay this money, you'll kill my wife. Say, is she still alive? I thought, but you said you will kill her now. He say, we just want to give you another chance. Give me another chance. But now be this labor. Federal government. Labor will not see something. Federal government don't really give a damn. They don't give a damn. If they do, in fact, not that I agree with you guys completely on labor. Because, like I said yesterday, I asked, when they ask for 1 million, any amount, when I don't work, when I don't do the work, if you don't work, where's the government going to get the money? Okay. Of course, oil money day. So which I should be part of those celebrating that there's oil money. So we should share the oil money. Something that we will use to build a future for our children. You say, we will share that today. You should go and work for the money you are earning. Everybody in the country must work. Labor, if you are working and you are not contributing and you're not productive, get out of that place. You will not be paid. But those working must get a minimum of 1 million naira. Minimum wage is $1 million naira. That is me. And it is so easy to pay. Easy. Very easy to pay that money. Very, very easy. Very, very easy to pay the amount of money we are talking about. Listen, my people. I'm going to just quickly round up this one because a lot of calls are coming in already. As you know, PDP governors, please stop fooling yourself. Try and make money in your own state. You have all the resources in your hand. The federal government has never stopped you. Did the federal government stop Akwa Ibom from running an airline? They have Akwa Ibom Air. They have employed their own people. They're generating some income for the state. What stopped you, Delta State, from having Delta State Airline? Delta Air. Would that be sweet name? How about Edo Air? If I Edo Air, your people go fly Edo because I'm from Edo State. Lagos, you guys say will be center of excellence, so will be number one. Why are we still waiting to have a Lagos State Airline? I saw the governor that day. The guy, I like you, my guy. I like that governor. He's quite intelligent. But I wanted to see Lagos Airline. Ogun. Ondo. LCT. Waiting now. Kano Air. Imagine. Kano Air. My guy, imagine the name. The brand already don't sell itself. Who stops you people from doing this? Our governors, I'm asking you this question. And let me put it this way. Let's leave that one now. Who stop you from doing another one? Kano banks, Kaduna banks. In those days, we have new Nigerian banks, Bendel Insurance. We were having those brands. Where is this? Where is our sense? Where is this new governor? Where are you people coming from? When I was growing up, we have Bendel Insurance. Of course, you don't even know the part of insurance in the nation. So be it. A country that doesn't have an insurance, that doesn't understand what is insurance, what are you putting with the financial sector? When I not go school, simple commerce, they discuss insurance, commerce, but we'll come to that another day. But the question is, who stopped you people from having Edo insurance, Delta insurance? All you people do, and in fact, Oboriwori is one of the PDP governors. Who stopped you, Oboriwori, from making business and making money and pay your people well? That the federal government stop you? You guys are joking, man. Hey, Obaseki, did the federal government, you are an investment banker, stop you from investing in Edo oil? I'm not talking of this in red oil. Malaysia took this in from you and become rich. Did the federal government stop you? All the money they share for you since, what do you take and do? Bagger. And if you're going to take a loan, who stop you from taking a loan to grow Edo oil? Who stop you? Tell me who stops you. You see, these old guys, you guys are jokers, man. There's no way you can pay minimum wage if you don't make money. So I always say to people, where is the money coming from? Sometimes I like women who, when you talk to your wife, say earn the money first. Women, they look at home. They don't look outside. Though. Stay with a woman. You see the difference in your life. They can be naggy. No, I don't. I like peace sometimes. But a woman will do one thing. She go, they look the house. A woman go there house, hunger not go there. Because they think I want a feed now. That's what a woman thinks. A man, they jump any, a woman, they think I want to feed children. The power of a woman at home. Maybe in Nigeria, maybe we need a woman as president. Anyway, the ones we have, the last one, Minister of Petroleum, now you carry money wrong. Otherwise, we would have loved to see a woman running their affairs. Or at least let's employ their mentality. You're spending money you don't earn. Or you are planning to spend money that you've not earned. Where is the money coming from? The only money we all make is coming from oil. Now, federal government get that. And it's supposed to be for the growth of the nation, not to be shared. No, in fact, that's the thing I don't understand. I'm asking you people today, and I'm going to say it. Nobody said this in this country. And I'm saying it in Nigeria today. Why are you people sharing the oil money to the state? Why? Tell me the wisdom in it. The money the country is generating, you share it, which is only one source of oil, you share it. So what are the state governors, what are the states meant for? To be there, to be administered. I thought the states were to run their own life, make their own money. Where are you sharing the money that you earn to the state? That's all, revenue allocation. All we hear about in Nigeria is revenue allocation. So there's no plan for the future. Now so Robotokan, you bring and you eat them. You bring and you eat them. Where? God go judge you now. What kind of people are you? You are wicked in your soul. And stupidity join up. I said to one of my girlfriends that you not only they wicked, you can't ask stupidity to join up. You go keep person because of mushroom house. You are stupid because any wise government will not. In fact, people, that's why I use the word sacrifice today. Nigerians, I'm saying something today, and the topic is sacrifice. If you think that you are doing me good, or what I'm saying now is insulting you, make you take a as insult, go commit suicide. There will be no way out. If you earn the money you earn, the only thing you people do as a nation is sell oil and you share the money. You people sell oil and share money. That's what makes Nigeria a nation. That's why you are giant of Africa. Clap for yourself. A country where the richest man is from Nigeria, Dangote is crying today. How Dangote make money when Delta State not make money? How could Dangote be making money and Delta State cannot make money? How can a church be able to appeal to people and they pay tithe and your governor cannot appeal to people to pay tax? To pay their tithe, I call it tithe to the state. How can? Where is the wisdom? I came 3 days ago and we talking about the importance of tax. United Kingdom, you don't live alone. The government makes money by all means necessary. That's what Malcolm X taught us. by all means necessary. You make money. As a state governor, where is the money you're making that you're about to talking about minimum wage? Shut up. Have you earned a penny? And I am talking with anger today to Nigerian governors. Anytime I hear on a voice, they irritate me. Not because I have any natural hatred for you, but you people turn a country so great into rubbish. How can we live in a nation and all we do, my people, all we do is share money that is coming from one source? So meaning all of us are idiots. We wake up in the morning, we go to, like, we go pray. May God bring money come so that federal government will share more money to us. Hey, turn away from my show. I want to talk to people who have tomorrow in their mind. People who have long-term plans. To know that a country will not survive if we live in a system that we live now. Everybody talking to me today. When they come, I ask them one thing. Okay, the money we are fighting for, where is it coming from? You see them keeping quiet. Asu, una no verse. Una be intelligent people. The money you are asking the federal government to give to you, where is it coming from? You work, huh? No. Mona not make me verse. All of you saying Nigerian government are not done enough for you. Where is the money that you are asking them to share for you? All the bloody state, the same you call yourself state. You can't call it Tinubu has not shared the money. Where is the money coming from? Did you work for the money? Did you contribute to the federal government that you are not asking? The only money now, oil money, is the one they manage to drill. Not that the government is even, the Tinubu, not make me verse. A country that is the greatest, the biggest black nation on earth is reduced to nothing. Because of your stupidity, you think. I asked Tinubu on my show yesterday, I used the power of imitation. Tinubu, go and look at America. Go and look at other states. Look how they make money. Do they all sit down? Mr. State Governor, did you see everybody sitting down in China waiting for allocation to come from the federal? Did you go to America? You go to the United States of America, that every governor of New York, governor of Los Angeles, sit down on their fat asses waiting for money to come from the federal? Is that how it is run? Is that what you saw there? People are out of your mind. I am offended to come from Nigeria as it is. And it's not Nigeria that's bad. You people are evil. You don't have a long-term plan like a young girl said on this show today. Why? How can we as a people do this to our children? We are destroying. We are not making the little sacrifice. And maybe it's leadership. Yes, I keep saying leadership, but who's going to change this? What kind of system ever survived like this? Listen, the studio is too hot for me right now. I'm going to go on a quick break and talk about Nigerian week. And then when I come back, I'm going to shame the shameless. You know when I say I'm going to shame the shameless today? Because you governors, you are shameless. Don't go away. Stay with us. I know you don't like what I'm saying. I don't mind. That's why my name is Daddy Chris. Stay with us. Anyway.
Hooray! All is set for the second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024. Another blend of art and culture, entertainment, business and networking activities, showcasing the best of the Nigerian music, dance, crafts, fashion and businesses. Taking place at the Gilles Square / Voltage Jazz Club, Daston, London. Postcode N168AZ. Date 28 July 2024. Tickets are available on eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com. Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or call +440745951361 or +442036328755. Come and experience the nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
Welcome back. My name is Daddy Chris, and the show is called Wake Up Nigeria. I'm reaching you all the way here from London. I came on the show this morning to talk to you people about the importance of sacrifice. I went as far as talking about the covenant God has created with man from day one. I started from the early days between God and Abraham. There was a covenant. And God said to Abraham, I'm going to say a big word today. God said something to Abraham, bring your son. Abraham was mourning. God said, okay, use the lamb. Use the ram. Turn, you go see ram, bring and sacrifice her to me. That's not what I wanted, though. This is what I wanted, but bring that one. That is why God, to make the real sacrifice, God has to come and die for us. And that is why it's called the new and everlasting covenant for those of us that believe that it should be shared for us and all mankind so that sins will be forgiven. That is my belief. Today, my people, until we make the right sacrifice, I'm going to repeat this, until we brave ourselves and make the right sacrifices, Nigeria ain't going to change. I'm going to end the show with this. Until we choose, we intentionally decide, say, because sacrifice is not a force. Nobody forces you to make sacrifice. Sacrifice is something you do. God did not force Abraham to make sacrifice. In fact, God said to Jesus, you have to go through it. Even when Jesus Christ said, if Jesus Christ said I will not, God would have stopped. Even at that last minute, because sacrifice is not a pleasant thing to do. It's not pleasant. When Jesus Christ wanted to die, he said, oh, if it's your will, Father, let this cup pass by me. God said, no, you have to go through it because this is necessary. My people, I'm saying to you today that I have to say one big truth, and it's going to annoy you. But the truth is a system of government that says that every single body should wait for the oil coming from one source is stupidity. It's lack of sacrifices. And somebody got to say the truth. I am holding it today. I know you guys will kill me if you hear what I'm saying now. And, oh God, I said it again and again. I said it yesterday. In the United States of America, my people, now won't be like America, be? Yup. Did you hear that Washington is sharing money to the states, Los Angeles, Texas, this? Is that how it is done there? Okay. So this state, they make their own money. My question today is, did the federal government stop the state from making money? The answer is big no. So you can make your money. Somebody have to make the sacrifice. So I am making it for Nigeria. Until we know or we decide to say, I am going to go and make my money. I'm not waiting for oil to feed my children. Oboriwori, you are not the father of the state. You don't need oil to feed your children. You can feed your children by going into your clever investment or by going into farming. You can feed your children. Niger State governor, you that fine boy, you can turn Niger State to one of the most enviable states in the world. You are the best of land. Is it because you are lazy? Somebody have to say this to you. You get to be productive. There should be no sharing of money. In fact, the federal government is actually changing our future children. The only money where you see this Baba Tinubu they share today is share. See Baba Tinubu. See where Tinubu they give things to children like saying I own. Tinubu, did you work that money? Are you the one? The money you are sharing, did you work for it? Tinubu, tell me how much you have made since you became president of Nigeria that you are sharing money. What kind of system is this? What kind of rubbish is this one? We need to come up with an intention, a plan, a clear plan to help our future. And it's not only the children that will benefit it. We will in our time. The only reason old people can go to home here is because the system has not been stabilized. If they were living in DC, if UK were living in DC, that they're going to construct road, nobody's going to pay to use the road at the beginning. And today, there will not be homes for old people. You will not have a stable society like this. You came out now that the only thing, you see that Mahi, I want to read the paper. Because that Igbo man, I'm not saying you mumurish like this. He said nobody will stop Tinubu 8 years in office. Is that what we're talking about? Who wants to stop Namon and not take power? The question is, use the power well. What are you doing with it? Construct road from Lagos to Calabar. Great idea. Okay. Where's the money coming from? Did you work the money? Did you make the money you are sharing? You are using to wait, and the money did you spend the money on? Is it going to bring money back? Who owns the money? The money is for our children, not for you. So what kind of father spend all the money he has? And what I'm saying now to the governors, all of you, every single one of you, I am sure at the end of this month is the allocation that you're waiting for. In your cabinet, in your deliberation, all you wait is the allocation. Based on the allocation. Get out, my friend. Go and make money. And not only them. Labor. This one will strike me and you. I ask the question again and again. If now come my show, what I go here? The money you are asking the federal government for, are you sure that you are making it for the country? Because if I employ people, is it not the work that is going to bring money? So if government not defeat they pay now, I know they ask myself one question, say maybe the work when they do is not productive enough, or we need to think outside the box. Well, can somebody you are working for cannot pay you? Government, the only reason when I say government does not have the money, you know what they say to me? Government, they send money, they marry new wife, they go helicopter, they do your business lifestyle. Yes, that money is not coming from you, it's coming from oil. They are thieves, yes. But did you work the money? No. The work you did it make money? No. So as the government is stealing, you say the same way they steal for you because the money you are asking for, you've not worked for it. No, I'm not versed. I know say this thing not going to go well. I said this to Asu. Now we'll soon start another strike. Now welcome. The brain of a nation, the intellectuals. We have them we not get shortage of them. But what did you guys do? Tell me, Lasu, what did you do? The question I ask is, so you cannot run a university system that will be free of government. That's the question I ask. Someone will see Baba, they see Baba here, they give money, they share student loan. I said it's the best idea I've ever heard of. Tony Blair said that there will be you don't expect services to reach everybody without nobody paying for it. I repeat that. There will not be all these services we are talking of now without nobody paying for it. Somebody have to pay for it. There will not be student loan. There will not be, I want to give you students to go to school, free school. Yes. Lecturers should be well paid. Yes. Welfare, university should be well built. Yes. Where is the money coming from? It's not going to happen if nobody's paying for it. Is it oil money? You see how stupid you are now? You are no different from the federal government. If you tell me there's oil money, you are stupid because there's a country that even the oil money should not be used for rubbish. It should not be used for rubbish. Nigeria has come of age where every department, every sector should be able to feed itself. That's why I supported the issue of the student loan. And I said to them, I saw it in the UK, it works. Come and copy it. I know that's where they got this from. The only issue I have with it is the federal government will be running it. They should have given it to a different sector who would have effectively carried out this, even like a private sector business, supervised by the federal government. Because this is the idea. Students, my children, you're not going to get money free. You will get this money, 1 million per term to go and pay your school fees. That's it. From that money, you pay 500,000 for your school fees. 500,000 is for your pocket. You go and rent your place, you live well. Is that not a good idea? Good. Lecturers, every university will now attract students. You're not begging students to come, not the one you are dealing with them now. You will beg them to come to your school because they have money to pay. Just like private university, they employ any kind of people because they're looking for who? They're looking for good students, they're looking for the money. And they maintain them. They say they have to find that balance between making a great university name and making the money. So they have to come to UK. University are campaigning. They are on adverts. In fact, I called my uni. I was in Middlesex University. They are they have their office in Nigeria, recruiting foreign students because they're looking for money. They are in India, recruiting foreign students because they're looking for money. Universities should be recruiting students because they know you have 500,000 to pay. That money is enough. The number of students in only one university in Nigeria, they could be almost 500,000 or something. If I not exaggerate, 50,000 times 500,000. That's how much. There is no lecturer that want to be paid 4 million naira that will not be paid. Lecturers will start earning 4 million per term. You start abusing our daughters. Because all now they go there, will be made dogs, the lecturers. Now they see girls. There's no girl that go through that system. Our daughter fear not let them tell us. Not be all waiting women see for labor room now they talk. They are abused on a daily basis. That's what the lecturer does. And they come out and say, hey, the government never pay me well. Not do well. Shame on you. But this is not the point of today. The thing is, with that money, every university will be able to pay themselves and build the university to attract more students. If you don't give facilities, if they are not good, students will come. Federal government should get their hands off the universities. Get your dirty hands out there. Your hands are filled in the federal government. You are dirty. Get your hands out. You find a very effective university. The reason I know is go and look at the private university. They are doing well. How can private university do well better than state university? And this is what I'm saying. In other words, we all have to pay for what we are going to take. Students are paying for what they have. Lecturers are paid themselves for what they're doing. And the school will make profit and pay tax to government based on this money. Because if you make money, we see it, we pay tax to the government as a university. So this is how it's supposed to be. So the federal government is losing nothing. And now this is what I've said to you young people. When you graduate, you will not be working and earning like a lecturer of 4 million. And then you can pay back. This is the truth. Because you might end up becoming a lecturer who is now going to earn 4 million. Why would you pay 1 million back? If you are earning that much. Do you want to? You see, I always say it's better to be in a big business, to be a shareholder in a $1 billion business than to be, and 1% now you get for $1 billion business, than to be the 100% owner of £1 business. You decide. You decide. I am going to say, not many people will like what I have to say today, but I'm going to touch almost every sector. I've offended you guys, I guess. But if this sacrifice is not made, we can keep preaching, we can keep fighting, we can keep blaming the federal government. Failure will remain a self-fulfilling prophecy for us. The federal government is behaving as if they won lottery because they know nothing more. You see, like I said the other day, Tinubu became president. He imitated his brother. The two old men, they imitate one another. But you imagine how many years do they have left? They imitated one another. Oh, that one say, Ministry of Petroleum. Because now them money they come. Now he ain't head rich. Other one, the Ministry of Petroleum, now they go work. Now not even get refineries. So somebody will get Ministry of Petroleum, we now refine petrol and sell to the rest of Africa. We'll be making money. They're not ready to do that just to see the cruise go, come back. They take and go. They bring and pay money to us. Just changing us. Just changing the nation. That is the ministry Tinubu is running. Every other way of making money, like we came here that day, only inheritance tax alone for feed Nigeria more than even oil. Federal government reached to run affairs of the state and pay salaries in a decent way. No, they don't understand that. They only are the Minister of Petroleum. I said it. Go and watch our show when we talk about inheritance tax. Do you know what it is? In the UK, if you die, you pay 40% of your all you have. They call it asset. That is, we call your estate. All you have becomes your estate. Your cash, your this, your that. We put them together, call it your estate. You pay 40% of that money to the government. That is one source of income for the government. Today the only tax you pay is income tax. You think income tax is money? Imagine how many people that died today, how much they would have paid to the government. You not pay, they go to prison. You that inherit it, you go to prison. In the UK, quote me. Now, does Tinubu wait for that? Tinubu doesn't need to bother. He's collecting oil money. In a country that could have been so great. So, what has Tinubu got to say? And they challenge you now. Anybody in that country cannot stand and defend the management of the money we are getting. Labor that is making mad, you cannot sit up and defend where the money we are asking for is coming from. And that is that not stealing? You win lottery, you are asking for money that you know you cannot defend where the money should come from. Oh, oil money. In fact, una there come my shop say oil money there, that person a goat. Because your state alone can make money. Labor, you can make money. Tell everywhere you are working that it is the duty of the workers to maybe say to them, we need to start making money. I'm gonna close the show by analyzing the two different sectors, and I will stop. Let me start with sports. Ministry of Sport is supposed to be the one that is dry, no money there, Abi. So as big as Ministry of Sport, there's no money. I know we'll go through all sport. Maybe we'll only take only football. Do you know how the population of our young people, those people that is even kidnapping us, some of them can play good football. If you give them option to play football, they're not going to bush, they kidnap people. Imagine if we had created the Ministry of Sport, choose to monetize the sport ministry. Only to create, every state will have a football and have their own contest. They will have a national league. I'm sure we will support our own children. No papa will not support a child when they play football. Instead of today, Nigerians they support Chelsea. The one that supports Chelsea national, they break head when they play. Liverpool, my girlfriend, one guy when I did this at Liverpool, when I call her for video, I hear Liverpool. I say, hey. The bottom line is these people will be loyal to their clubs. If they can be loyal to a club, they don't know. Why would they be loyal to a club in their village? How? So, meaning the ministry can now be created for inter-competition. And you can then film that thing. I'm saying, this is my job now. You then film it for national broadcast. Like you have the Premier League. They film it and they say to you. And you can watch it live. Oh. So all the federal government really needed to do to make that center work is to invest in the infrastructure to film it well. So the content can be shown on our television. I'm sure I will come back home and watch two children playing football, good football. I will enjoy it, my girl. Go! You've created a job. You created a business. This is Ministry of Sport I'm talking about. You created a job, businesses. In fact, our kids will be out of the street. They will no more be kidnapping us. And guess what? When you go into that kind of business, only the advertisement, the big brand, they want to put their products around the football field. Visibility. The broadcast alone, TV will pay you for showing them. Me, I will earn money if you give me that content on my TV station right now for people to watch around the world. Maybe, sir, that is when our young people will be discovered around the world. If Nollywood could do it with their cheap movies they started with, look at where Nollywood is today. They started very cheap. Can football do better? Are you people out of your mind? You sit on your fat ass, you say there's no ministry of sport. It's hungry. Ministry of Sport today is hungry, my people. And you're telling me the people of the Ministry of Sport can open their mouth and say, oh, federal government have not paid me. Where is the money coming from? Where do you expect the money to come from that you are not paid, Ministry of Sport? What have you done, bagger, that is bringing money to the state? Sacrifice. I go talk and today, Mona go to hell. Let's go to a Greek. I know that this man too big. God create me, give me big lips. You will deal with me. What I am doing today, after some time, let me tell you guys my story. I started my broadcast. I'm not a broadcaster, so don't mistake me for one. I was doing this for my own people, Urobo Nation. I created Urobo Television. because it pains. I was in pain when I saw their state. I got tired. And I moved now because I own this brand, Srtv. But yet I was working more on television. I've seen, and I'm going to work for Nigeria. And it's for a short time. Because my calling is actually the United States of Africa. That is what I want to see in my time. So the time Nigerians you have to deal with me, you have to take from me, take. If you don't believe what I'm saying, so be it. But I believe that whatever I'm saying today is not coming from me. So you have this short period to take it, or you don't. Take it or leave it. Because we need to have a United States for Africa. If Africa unite, our problem will be solved. But that will be a topic for another day. But that's why I created Srtv. I didn't create Srtv for Nigeria. So I'm doing Wake Up for Nigeria. Wake Up. That's because my girls started it in Nigeria. I have to join. And I'm now doing my own bit. So let's look at agricultural sector. So I don't go out of the topic of today. Ministry of Agri as viable. Your president just created a new ministry. Livestock ministry. Kai Baba una sheep. Ministry of Agri. See, waiting for federal government to feed them. Not the amount of money they could pay. And I started with the education sector. How the education sector can feed the federal government. With the student loan, the money, the mini university will now pay heavy tax to the federal government, having make a lot of profits. There is nothing that cannot happen within the education sector. So I've touched on education, how viable it can be to pay tax to government. I've talked about the sport. Let's look at Agric. Labor, before you open your mouth and say, federal government, pay this money, I want you to defend what I'm saying today. Stand and defend these causes. Please. Ministry of Agric. People in Ministry of Agric, they are part of the people you're fighting for today. That there's one more money from the federal government. Then the question is, what is the Ministry of Agric? How much are they making? Kai. You know, there was a time I said, I came up with a plan. And it was not a foolproof. And I'm going to share this with you because I did this with my nation. And I said, all you need to do to participate in my farming, to be a farmer under my scheme, is to own a land. Get it to me, I'm not saying go and farm. I'm saying that if you have a land, you are a farmer. You say how? I say, you just tell me your land, show me if you have 1 acre or even 1 plot, you give it to me. I'll register you as a farmer. Your job is done. I will send people there to go and look at the land and see what can be planted in that land that will be good. If the place is good, I will go there and I will tell my men to bulldoze it and I will plant it. You will supervise the farm until you get to the end of the year or 6 months. If it's cassava, we'll uproot it. You get 60%, we get 40%. But you will supervise it. It's your land, it's your farm. In collaboration with us. You own the land, I cultivate it. Together we share profit. If the federal government or every state or the local government, local government now, choose to do that, how much will the federal government be making from agriculture alone? We will be selling food to the rest of the world. Today, Nigerians go to bed hungry. I'm only talking of food, though. Everything is not about food. Are you talking of livestock that you guys are not interested in? Come on, man. Who did this to us? Who did these damages to us as a people? Yeah. Wow. I'm not fit talk. Not fit talk. You know what? I'm going to clean my hands because my show is going to end in a few minutes. But before I end this show, let me quickly touch on the area that I know best, which is the movie industry, movie and music. Whoa! Today, Nollywood. Nollywood has made a lot of money for Nigeria, and we think it is cheap. We are making rubbish. We're not making good money for Nigeria. America, which is Hollywood, generates 1/4 of the biggest economy in the world. Let me say it again. Hollywood generates 1/4 of the US economy. The GDP is coming from Hollywood. That's to tell you how much they are making. These are, how do you call it? We're talking of an economy of GDP of about 80-something trillion US dollars. They put the whole of Africa together. You know, Los Angeles alone go make the money where pass. Meaning, Hollywood is making more money for America. It's making more money for America than the whole money when Africa they make. But here we are. We have an industry that is going. We say it is second to the biggest. Other, of course, we say Hollywood, India, and then us, Bollywood and Nollywood. Sweet name. Thank you very much. The federal government is saying this. How do I make money? No, they be this, they be that. They don't. All they know, I don't know how to see those beautiful girls when they would make you sleep with them. Carry them, come, they see fat hands. Because that's why the girls are making money. The boys are not. Have you seen the girls they buy mansions? More than over your daughters. But on the truth now, the money when I tell they buy house now, they work now they give bigger. Not be the oil money that share governor shall give you. See what I said. Governor see yeah, it's in television. The only reason these guys want to act because they don't say money there. You turn our actress into prostitutes. That's what you've done. God will bless you. Anyway, the bottom line is how can we government generate money from Hollywood, from Nollywood? And I smile. You know, the last time I said to them, and I'm going to dwell much on it today. I say food for thought. And I said something to Nollywood. They will be with me now in the Nigerian wing. They are my best friends. And I said to them, like everything in Nigeria, you guys make movies. The movie will come to Europe. They call it to enter Amazon Prime. Nigeria will pay money to go and watch their own, what they produce in Amazon. No, you never smart rich. You make movie, you put out for this thing. Netflix. Oh, Netflix, now good thing now. So Nigeria will make money, we put it in Netflix. And we go and pay our money again to go and watch ourselves in Netflix. Now smart, well. Netflix will be making money on us. The federal government is sleeping. Federal government cannot see that, oh, this aspect of it, what if I come up with something? Even if my own YouTube channel, YouTube in Nigeria, if I make a YouTube, it's going to fail. If Nigerian government said this is our YouTube, launched by the Nigerian government, YouTube go wrong. Say today now, we own a channel called YouTube, Nigeria, Nine-Tube. Visit Nigerian YouTube. No, not call it YouTube, Nigerian Tube. When you go click, you can put your video there. And we say, this is the new place where you can watch Nigerian Nollywood. You begin to buy the films from the children. And you begin to pump it there. Everybody will start coming there to watch you. Thank God, you will start making billions. Money as a government. You all sitting on your fat asses waiting for oil money. May God bless you all. That's why I'm going to end my show today. My name is Daddy Chris. You know why I'm ending it now? Because I want to stop annoying you. Because I want to talk about what I want to beg you guys to do with me. And it's to participate in Nigeria Week. So if I keep beating you up, you guys will hate me more. And you're going to hate me enough already. Because nobody will say all this rubbish to somebody and you expect the person to be your friend. I tell you, if you want to make me sleep with you, you call cause I go open leg for you. You go more beg them or you go pet them. Otherwise, that leg, they don't go open up. So that's where I am. So I'm going to beg you guys now to come and participate in Nigeria Week London 2024. It's a big activities. And I want to end the show with that. You know why I'm doing this? I want to dilute what I have done today. It's too harsh. To tell you that I'm a patriotic Nigerian. In fact, not a Nigerian. I'm an African. It means I'm a black man. You know why I associate with that? Because God created me and gave me this color. I have no choice. If not, I don't believe in black and white. But because it's the thing that unites me and you is our common hatred for the other. And then the body will be black people. That doesn't make sense to me. Because we are all human beings. But since God was able to create me to have this color and another one, I can say I'm a black man. So I can identify with that. And use that in my narrative. If not, at a point in time in my life, when I grow up to 67 years old, if I'm still alive, I'll be talking only about humanity. I will not believe in Nigeria anymore. I will not do anything for Africa. I will not do anything for Europe. I'll do anything for everything I do for humanity. But right now, it's a time for me to do things as a Nigerian, as an African, and as a black man. In the course of doing that, I come up with this program I do in London. It's called Nigerian Week London, where it's a mixture of business and entertainment events. What that means is, as we are together, dancing, celebrating, we're looking under it. Where is the money? Where is the money in all this? So that we can not only go to a place and don't say, come to my event and only spend money and dance. No, as you come to my event, you see opportunity to make your life better economically. Of course, you can socialize and get married, but the core of my business, of my show, is for you to make money. I'll give you opportunity when you see people in the sector. I'm in London. How do I get my own house in Nigeria? This is an opportunity to come to my show, and you will get it. Because you will meet the reliable people where you can invest your money slowly. The way you pay mortgage here, you'll be paying your mortgage in Nigeria. So at the point in time, you have a home. Or even if you don't go on time, they can rent it out and you start making money. The way it is now operating in the UK, it's now happening in Nigeria. Nigerian real estate is now big. How about being a part of it? That is why I do the show. I've been talking about the power, what the agri sector can bring. You are in Europe here. My guy, you live in London or you are in America and you see all these big tractors and you see how they farm here. And you have the best land in Africa. You sit down here, they look. You be okay. You need to think of how to tap on what they have here and take it home and go and become a big farmer. You're going to change lives. That is the reason why I do the show. To create that route for you to go back home and do something great and make money, big money. You see, the biggest banking sector, the biggest sector that is successful in Nigeria is the bank. Have you seen the boys making money? The owner of Zenith Bank said, you can only make that kind of money in Nigeria. Quote me. The fact, you can only make that kind of money in Nigeria. The essence of Nigerian Week is for you to have an opportunity to invest, to participate in nation building, but making your life better. Maybe when you come to my show, the year I will focus on Nigerian education. That is the year you will see that I can actually own a private school, or I can be part of a school that will make my life better when I'm old. And guess what? I'm not going to say this. When we do all these sacrifices, I don't call it sacrifice because you're investing really. But when you do all this, the end result will be good for you and your children. So my show, Nigerian Week, is on the 28th of this month, 2024. It's happening at the Gillette Square right here in Dust in London. It's all packed up already. There will be something we did. Nobody feels say we fail, because in terms of food, we've done well. Come and see Nigerian restaurant. Go there now. You see women. Now when they're Nigeria, if they cook, they sell for London. You be big woman, I'm saying big. That's something I want you to explore. You will see the power of food, Nigerian food in the United Kingdom. My pain is, you never enter, make I enter. I saw it one in Sainsbury, a Ferrero. A time will come, you go enter a shop, Tesco, you go buy Nigerian food, go house. I mean, already made a Ferrero. You go there, you warm them. As they warm their food, they eat. That's how we're going to warm our own. We eat. There will be canned Nigerian food. That's where we're going. You go into the shop and you can buy the way. In fact, I eat at Tasties. For those, sorry guys, I'm not promoting Tasty for everybody, but I like their food. You know, it's a takeaway. You don't eat there. That's why I buy food as a single person. You go there, you buy all kind of food. If you taste our jollof rice there and the way they prepare the meat, soft, nice, man, this thing should be in the shops. It should not be displayed in all the single restaurants as it is now. That is my future for Nigerian food. So you can see how big we can become. That's why I do the show Nigerian Way. So on the 28th, it's a place to all of us to gather and do what we do best. To celebrate and do business. I call it a place where Nigerians meet, celebrate, and what? Do business. So Nigeria Week, if they ask you what is Nigeria Week, it's a place where we meet yearly in London. We celebrate, we socialize, and we do business. That's going to happen on the 28th of this month again. The time is running. So I got to keep running right now. And guess what? I always give award to those that are befitting. I use the word befitting. If you're a Nigerian, you're doing well, I encourage you. There are two things. You can only, there are two ways the UK government do things here. That's how we enforce the law. If you behave, maybe your license not get too much, like no point. Your insurance will go down. Encouragement. But if they drive, they beat people, they misbehave, they beat traffic light, you will get many points. Your insurance will go up. So I'm using this award to encourage those who are doing well. Say, Baba, Mama, guy, you've done well. This is who you are in our nation. You're a role model. If we not call you, give you an award, meaning say you never do well. Get up and do the right thing. So my name is Daddy Chris. Nigeria Week is on the way, and that is what we're going to do now. Everybody is on the run. We are running, and I'm going to run out of the show now and do the job of today. Today I'm going to send you some pictures of the award. I'm going there right now when I leave this place. The job is ready. This time I'm making it in London. No more nervous, but the job is ready. So I'm going there to take a look at it. And you know, social media is, you'll see me Daddy Chris holding it, and I'll share it with you shortly. Anyway, my name is Daddy Chris once more, and Mary couldn't join me back, and my guest couldn't join as well. But I think I've done what I need to do today as well. We're going to meet tomorrow, same time, to talk more on the issue of the Nigerian state. Meanwhile, go out and ask yourself, this whole money we are fighting for, have I made it? Have I contributed? Or I am asking for it because I am a Nigerian? Because that is the simple thing. And yet when Nigeria say make one sacrifice, you say no. The only reason you are asking for that money, is it because you work for it or because it's your entitlement as a Nigerian? That's where I leave you. I say tomorrow again, we'll quarrel about this matter. I don't cry, I don't quarrel. Now I'm smiling. See you tomorrow and stay out of trouble. And may God bless you all. Bye.
Hooray! All is set for the second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024. Another blend of art and culture, entertainment, business and networking activities, showcasing the best of the Nigerian music, dance, crafts, fashion and businesses. Taking place at the Gilles Square/Voltage Jazz Club, Daston, London. Postcode N168AZ. Date 28 July 2024. Tickets are available on eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com. Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or call +440745951361 or +442036328755. Come and experience the nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people. Looking for a home away from home in Abuja? Look no further than Srtv Shortlet Apartments. Our fully furnished apartments offers everything you need for a comfortable and relaxing stay. Unwind in spacious rooms with exquisite ambience, cook delicious meals in our well-equipped kitchen, and relax in our comfortable sitting rooms watching your favorite shows. And guess what? 247 Wi-Fi available. But that's not all. Srtv goes extra mile by providing a car to take you around town during your stay. No need to worry about navigating public transportation or hailing taxis. Explore Abuja at your own pace. Book your Srtv Shortlet apartment today and experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. You can reach us.
Srtv. Innovative content, global audience.